Welcome to Sup Babe.
What's it called?
Sup Babe, duh. Your one-stop shop for stories, trends, and PSAs so you can live your best life. I'm your host, DJ Rose, but you can call me Nicole. I'm a serial entrepreneur, fashion lover, and music addict. I'm like Cher from Clueless, but with a little more brains and a little less blonde.
And I'm your co-host Naomi, and well, you can just call me Naomi. I'm a beauty enthusiast, lifestyle YouTuber, and a TikTok addict. I'm kind of like Jess Day from New Girl, and overall lover of life.
Today on the show, we're chatting not so basic things you can do outdoors right now.
For sure. And just let's get into it.
Awesome. So, guys, NPR recently released a list of activities organized by their level of safety on things that you can do outside, how you can start savoring your summer while being safe. And we noticed that you all seemed very interested when we sent out a couple of links over Instagram and email. So, we thought we would brainstorm with you on a few more creative things you can do to spark some joy.
Exactly. And I for sure need to get out of the house soon and live my best summer life. Let me just say, this summer is all about personality. Sorry, boys, there's no more hot girl summer for 2020. It's canceled.
No more hot girl summer. You know what else is really cool too, Naomi? I've been following coronavirus pretty closely. I mean, some people know this, but both my parents are doctors and my sister is also now a surgeon. So I'm surrounded by medicine in my family, which is wild. And so I just like naturally read a lot of information on the topic. So basically, one of the top doctors in Italy, who, Italy we know has basically been one step ahead of the US in terms of coronavirus, right?
Right.
Um, well, this doctor just announced that the virus is starting to lose steam, aka it's becoming much less lethal.
Honestly, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about coronavirus. There's so much going on in the world right now.
Totally feel you on that. It kind of feels far away, but
Right.
I do think that people are going to start going outside more. So we want to be helpful and give some advice from an expert.
Social
So
distancing
our
has left a
resident
check.
expert, who happens to be my mother, because she's a neurologist and she's actually in the hospital every day treating COVID patients with neurologic complications. So she said two things: that wearing a mask is literally the number one form of protection that you can take. So she said one main thing: wearing a mask is literally the number one form of protection that you can take. Think of it like this: if you would wear a condom when you have sex, you should wear a mask.
Yeah, and remember that every time you leave the house.
Exactly. So also, although you should still wash your hands like a normal freaking person, it turns out that hand washing is not incredibly effective at stopping transmission, because you can't typically get a large viral load via your hand. It just like sounds so wrong. This whole
Nicole,
conversation is incredibly more sexual than I intended it to be.
get your mind out of the gutter. And let me just break down what viral load is. So, viral load is a measure of virus particles. It's the amount of virus present once a person has been infected and the virus has had time to replicate in their cells. So, let me speak English again. The larger the viral load, the sicker you get. All right.
Exactly. So you know what's funny, Naomi? I was talking to my health coach, Jillian. Her company is called Work Your Genes. She has been a life changer, so she totally deserves this plug right now.
Right.
And she said, she's like, I think people are still really scared because, the news obviously still is very frightening. But if you go to the grocery store and you wear a mask and everybody else is wearing a mask, and you touch a can of soup that someone touched yesterday who's infected with the virus, and take that soup home and go about your business, like, you're not going to contract enough of the viral load of the virus, as you said, to really get you deathly ill. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally does. And that's so important to know.
Right, because it's just like it feels a little bit more freeing. Like my boobs are the only thing that have been free in quarantine.
Exactly.
So back to NPR. So their top recs for staying safe are small groups, go outdoors, and avoid big crowds. Duh.
Yeah, and everything you've seen on the internet has been super basic. I don't know about you guys, but when Nicole and I were reading up on it, it just kept telling us to go bird watching or plant a garden. Like, who does that? Excuse me? So, what we did is we took it upon ourselves to suggest some ideas for you to live your best summer life.
Exactly. So I'm going to kick it off with a couple of mine, and then I'm going to let you take it over, Naomi. So my numero uno, a bar crawl with your friends. Last week, a couple of my friends walked around in Brooklyn and grabbed margaritas on the go, and it was like a good way to get out of the house and enjoy yourself and get a little tipsy, but not too crazy. And make sure that you check your local laws before doing this. I'm not responsible. My lawyer told me to say that.
That sounds so fun. And so, how do we ensure our safety while doing that, Nicole?
So basically, it leads back to what doctors and experts are saying right now. It's just
Hmm.
safer to be outdoors than indoors. And luckily, it's warm. So when you're indoors, you're like exposed to people in a tighter space, which means that the virus and the droplets of the virus can spread much quicker and more easily. And if you're outdoors in an area where everyone is more spread out, your risk decreases. So my numero uno idea was work out in the park with your friends or your trainer. Also stole this from another friend. She's like BFF with her trainer. So it's fun for her in both ways, from getting the endorphins from the workout and hanging with a friend.
I love that. Oh, and bonus tip, make sure your trainer is cute.
No, actually, that would be more bang for your buck, like two workouts in one.
Exactly. Cute trainers, hit us up. Okay, and so for my idea, why not get creative in your backyard? You know, I've seen so many videos and articles of people camping outside and throwing mini party celebrations. Like, I think it's so cute.
I love that. I'm so into glamping. You could literally just like move all your living room furniture outside and pretend you're at a five-star hotel just in your backyard.
And you're not spending any money. We love that.
Exactly. Sidebar, I don't even remember the last time I had a bad backyard.
Okay, and next up is
Wait, Naomi, do you have a backyard?
I do have a backyard,
Oh, I
but
love that. Ooh,
the
aren't
thing
you
is,
lucky?
I can go glamping. Sorry, Nicole. So the next thing on the list is a FaceTime photo shoot, which is the most creative thing ever. Nicole, have you heard about this?
No, tell me more.
Okay, so this has been blowing up on TikTok. Like I said, I am a TikTok addict. I am guilty. But people have literally been putting on their own mini fashion shows and doing these FaceTime photo shoots. So basically, one person is directing the other about how to pose, what angle they should turn their phone, what lighting is good. And then the other person is just posing away, modeling away, and voila, you got a FaceTime photo shoot.
Wow, that's like so next level and actually makes me feel old with my like self timer or my Insta boyfriend, who I guess now is really my ex boyfriend.
Oh.
But anyway, I digress. Another thing I was going to say too, to add on to that, you could just go on a walking tour of whatever cool city you live in with another friend who's got an eye for photography and take pics together the old school way.
Exactly. But today we're covering not so basic. Nicole, that's not as trendy. Just kidding. We love TikTok trends and we love taking walks with our friends.
Totally. So, last idea, rent a car and literally get the fuck out. Hit the beach, the mountains, another national landmark near you, do a drive by to your friends, honk until they run out of the house in their underwear thinking something's wrong. You get the vibe. I'm close to the beach, so that's been my current weekend go to. And the good news is water, heat, and sun actually dilute or kill the virus.
Right. Nicole, don't be surprised if I'm honking in front of your house next week then.
I would love that. Please, literally, can we do the show in person?
Yeah, for sure.
I could use a little FaceTime with a friend. So, guys,
FaceTime
we just
photo
want to
shoot.
do a little bit of housekeeping. We're currently building our founders club, and we always want your feedback. This is a two-way street on Sup Babe. So you can share story ideas, comments, questions, etc. with us at babes@supbabepod.com. That's babes@supbabepod.com. So if Please hit subscribe, hit 5 stars, leave us a little review, make it snazzy. And don't forget to add us on Instagram at DJ Nicole Rose, at Sup Me X Lee. We hope we brightened your day, and we'll be back Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to help you live your best. But that's all for now. XOXO.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more.